just when you think the world can't get any more effed up than it already is, it does. Congratulations, the United States of frickin' America. We're so proud and humbled. I'm being sarcastic. Screw you, United States, even though I'm American. We're not here to talk about that. If you see the news, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we're here to talk about baseball, the best sport on the planet. And today we are back in the National League. So yesterday we talked about the Houston Astros and how they're going to be bad in 2021. Now, today we're in the National League and we're talking about the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, this took me about 30 seconds to come up with this video idea. Literally, I'm like, okay, I need a team for today. Who's a National League team I have not done yet? The Phillies. Okay, I haven't done the Phillies. What's something the Phillies need to do? Bullpen. Instantly fire the bullpen and how god-awful their bullpen is. Their starting pitching, let's just talk about their pitching staff in general. Their starting pitching isn't the worst in the world. You have Aaron Nola, who got third in the Cy Young back in 2018. You have Zach Eflin, who we don't talk about. Vince Velasquez, who could use some work. We have Zach Wheeler, who they just signed for a 5-year contract from the Mets. Spencer Howard is a prospect that looks very good. So their starting pitching looks somewhat decent, but then we get to the bullpen. I looked at their currently signed, not free agents, so their roster today, I only know 2 people, Jose Alvarado and Sir Anthony Dominguez. And honestly, I'm more that the Alvarado has a higher ceiling than Sir Anthony Dominguez. So, we're going over all the relief pitchers and see how much impact the Phillies need and could all these players really help. So, I wrote this at the beginning of the free agents, so some of them have signed, some of them have not, some might retire, so I don't even know, but we're going down this list. So, the top one, and this is ranked by wins above replacement or WAR in the 2020 season. The top guy, Liam Hendricks, formerly of the Athletics, is going back to the Athletics, or should the Phillies make a move on him? Now, I know there's going to be plenty of teams calling up his phone, being like, yo, Liam, instead of going back to Australia, you want to come to Philadelphia? And we're like, sure, I don't know. But I feel like he'd be a good help to any team. He could help the Blue Jays. He could help the Mets. He could help the Orioles. Actually, I don't think anyone can help the Orioles. But the Phillies, particularly. It could be good. You have Aaron Nola pitch 6 innings of the game. And then you have Jose Alvarado pitch the 7th and the 8th, and then bring in Liam Hendricks to close it. That'd be a good success. Or Spencer Howard and Anthony Dominguez, and then Hendricks. It helps them. Does it give them more wins? Because I think the offense is good, but their bullpen needs help, and I see them. Liam Hendricks could be a perfect closer for this team. Next, Kirby Yates, formerly at the Padres. I think he's going back to the Padres. I don't see the Phillies or anyone really making a move. I see Kirby Yates going back to the Phillies. Next, we have Brad Hand, okay? Formerly of the Cleveland Indians. He's an interesting pick. I could see him going to the Cardinals, but not the Phillies. I see the Phillies really wanting to go after the top guy. They got, what am I going to say? They got, what's his name? Bryce Harper. They signed him to a gigantic deal. And also, they're claiming, we lost a bunch of money. So, they should be going after, your Hendricks, your Yates, your Hand, your, Brandon Workman. We'll get to him in a second. But they're like, we lost this money. We're not going to be able to pay JT Realmuto, the best catcher in baseball. So, are they really going to want to spend all this money on a bullpen that they desperately need? Speaking of which, Brandon Workman traded from the Red Sox to the Phillies. Do they bring him back? Yeah, he had to be somewhat effective if he went to 4th highest by WAR, so please bring him back. Ken Giles, free agent from the Blue Jays, coming back from Tommy John. I don't see the Phillies taking that risk. We have Tyler Clifford now. Now we're getting into the really bad people. Not really bad. Tyler Clifford. I don't really know much about him. Were you on the Indians? maybe he could be a piece if he doesn't go for too much. We have Mark Melanson. He's a little up there in age, I believe, so I don't think so. We have Yasmito Petty. I'm not going to lie, I don't even know who you are. We have Joaquin Soria, who is a very good relief pitcher. Do the Phillies go after him? I think he's going to want too much, and the Phillies aren't going to want to pay that price, so no. We have Pedro Baez. Nah, Shane Green maybe. Maybe Shane Green go to the Phillies on a cheap deal. He hadn't looked good the past couple years, but he was a good pitcher on the Tigers, and then he got traded to the Braves and hadn't really done much. But we have Trevor May, who signed with the Mets, so he's off the board. Alex Colomay. Why did I struggle with that? Did he sign with the Dodgers yet? I'm not sure, but he should go back to the Dodgers. Andrew Chapman. Chapman. Not gonna lie, I don't know who you are here. We have Brad Peacock. No. When we have the Astros, I don't see you. He doesn't have much value, I don't think. I don't know how much he's gonna be able to help. I mean, you can bring him for the experience factor, with help with Howard and Alvarado's youth. But that's about all you can get out of him. Sergio Romo. I don't know. Haven't looked good the past couple years. He looked okay on the Twins. He was on the Marlins and looked good. But that's about all we got on him. Anthony Bates. I don't know who you are. Oliver Perez. That could be a nice pickup for Philadelphia. Ian Kennedy at the Royals. No, I would not spend my money on Ian Kennedy. I wouldn't spend it on Justin Wilson. Would you bring back Tommy Hunter? Formerly Philly free agent. Would you bring back Tommy Hunter? I mean, if I was a Philly GM, I would not, but I'm not the Philly GM. And I mean, if you can get Tommy Hunter on a cheap deal, I mean, he already played for you, so he already knows the signs, he knows the system, the pitches. Sure, bring back Tommy Hunter. Brandon Kingsler. I did not know he was like 36 or something. Because I thought, how is he still on the board? That was a steal, but nah, he's 36. I do not see the Phillies. I don't think the Phillies should. Greg Holland is an interesting choice. I feel he could actually make an impact if he went to the Phillies. He could make a big impact. I want to say huge, gigantic, but he could subtle, I guess you could say, make a noticeable impact for the Phillies in the bullpen. Jeremy Jeffress of the Cubs, I don't want him back. Sure, Philadelphia, you can have him. Josh Tomlin, I think he's underrated. I see him going to another team that might want to pay him more. We have Jose Alvarez. What team are you on? We have Brad Brock. I'm formerly of the Mets, the Cubs. Or did they trade for one another? I don't want him. Sean Doolittle, 34 years old. I see him going back to the Nationals, not the Phillies, so I see him being off the board. Darren O'Day, the Braves DFA'd him or didn't extend the contract, so I mean, he could go to the Phillies and be good. Trevor Rosenthal, underrated, had a good season, looked good for the Royals and the Padres. I think the Padres should repay him and just run it back. But now you have Snell and Darvish and Hyunjoo Kim and whoever else they're going to sign or trade for. We don't even know what the Padres anymore. They should just re-sign Rosenthal and run it back. I mean, you really want him to walk away after having a decent season for the first time in a while since the Cardinals. Jesse Chavez, no. Keenan Caleb, no. Juan LaCastro, no. Kendall Graveman. These are just death pieces at this point. I mean, when you're 34th in relievers in WAR, one reliever don't even get that high of WAR since they rarely play. They might play 2 days in a row, get 3 days off, and then pitch maybe 3 in a row, and that's 2 off. But the relievers rarely play, or they'll come in for like a third of an inning. It's like 2 outs. You come in, get that third out, and then you're done. Or you come in for 2/3 of an inning, or you just get an inning and a half. Very small sample sizes. But see, so you don't even get that much playing time, and you're. Oh, I misread it. Or I typed it wrong, actually. What, 32, 33? Why did I write 44 instead of 34? Yeah, I was correct, actually. So 34 is Kendall Graveman. 35th, who are you? Yoshi Hieronymo. Don't ask me what team he played for. Aaron Loop, super underrated. Are the Rays going to want to pay him? The Rays are a super cheap team. They just salary dumped Blake Snell. They got back Luis Patino, Blake Hunt, Colton. That's his name, Colton? Whoopet? No. I'm trying to remember all four of those guys' names. And I remember Blake Hunt. And then never Blake. There were two Blakes in that trade. No, it was Snell. Never mind. Blake Hunt, Luis Patino, Colton, someone, and someone else I'm just completely forgetting. But, so anyway, what I'm trying to say, they dumped Snell's contract, and they didn't re-sign Morton. So, the Rays can sign him back. Sure, sign Aaron Loop back, Rays. Jake McGee, is he going back to the Dodgers? We don't know. Blake Parker? Sure, Philly can grab Blake Parker as a death piece. I don't even know how good Blake Parker is. We have Kamba Drozian. Chris Davinsky? Andrew Keenley. Roberto Osuna now. Maybe. Isn't he coming back from Tommy John? So it would be a risk. But he wants out of Houston. I think every Astro player wants out of Houston. And, there'd be teams that would want his services. A lot of teams would. He's a very good relief pitcher. Not the best personal, but on the baseball field, he's very good. And, if the Phillies are just lying about their salary and how much they really have, sure, you can throw him a contract. He is 42nd off of WAR. Blake trying to just re-sign with the Dodgers. Dylan Patanzas should re-sign with the Mets. I don't even know. Or I think it's one of those clauses. Like, some of these have club options, and I don't even know. Brad Boschberger. I don't care anymore. Steve Stishak, former Cub, White Sox. I've heard him do nothing. So, he's probably going to do nothing on the Phillies if he went there. Chase DeYoung. We have Chris Davinsky again, or the two. I think with Chase Davinsky. I don't even know anymore. Mike Montgomery, another former Cub, traded to the Tigers, and he hasn't done anything in a couple years. Adam Morgan, you want him? David Phelps, Pedro Strop, 52nd. He fell off of the ledge or something like that for the Cubs. Like, he was a Cub to the Reds and nothing. I don't follow the Reds as much as I follow the Cubs, but I follow all the teams fairly decently. Like, I know a lot of the trades and the inside happening from several different YouTubers and Facebook group I'm in and stuff, and I've heard nothing on some of these guys. I've never heard of anything from Pedro Strop for the past couple years. Next we have Kevin McCarthy. You want him? David Robinson, 54th by WAR. You want to sign him? Nick Vincent. Okay. Luis Abilon. Brian Shaw, former Rocky. I don't know if he is back on a team. Tony Watson. Did he fall off or something for the Giants? Because I remember him being somewhat decent. I heard him pitch a few innings back in 2019. But I don't know how it's 2021 or anything, but he was decent the last time I listened to him play or pitch. Nate Jones. Ross Deathwire. TJ McFarland. Weren't you on the Athletics? And didn't you work something? He was on the Athletics, I believe, went against the Astros in like game 1 or 2 or whatever I listened to, but Interesting. Former Diamondback, that's where I remember you from. Wade Davis, another former Rocky, all the way down here at 62 on a award. Hector Rendon, another former Cub, doing absolutely nothing. Matt Harvey, my God, he fell off. I would not resign him, but knowing the Phillies, they probably would. Jared Hughes, a former Red. Heath Hembry, weren't you on the Phillies or the Red Sox or something? And finally, we have Derek Holland. All the way at 74. So, in conclusion, could they sign William Hendrick? Maybe. Yates, I think going back to the Padres. Hand, maybe. Brandon Workman, sure. Giles is a risk. And the rest of these guys, I mean, there's a couple people diamond in the roughs, I guess. You want to sign a 36, almost 37-year-old Brandon Kingsbury, a 34-year-old Sean Doolittle. I don't know how old Sergio Romo is, but you be signing people, all the good players either have health concerns coming back from injuries, or super old, or just completely fell off, like Matt Harvey, Wade Davis. Wade Davis won 2 World Series with the Cubs and the Royals, I believe. Matt Harvey in contention for Cy Young a good 5 years ago. And they just completely fell off, so... Yeah, and then the rest of these are just depth pieces. So how many of you guys you want to sign? You have Monty Petty. So I even see the Phillies claim to have a lot of money, which I never think. And I think they should prioritize JT Realmuto over, what was I going to say? JT Realmuto over any bullpen help. Could they have a reliever? They have 11, according to them. Siri. But, and then the rest of the team, Hoskins, yeah, Bohm, Harford, you can't just run it all through them. You have Scott Kingery, I guess I should say. Gene Segura, I think, is a free agent. Nick Williams, Andrew McCutcheon, what are you gonna do? You need some other help. Are the Phillies gonna finish in 5th? Because their bullpen's trash. What are they gonna do? What are the Phillies going to do? You can't win many games if your bullpen keeps blowing them. But I don't know. Maybe there's some prospect reliever that they're gonna call up or something that I have no clue about, and he comes out and wins Rookie of the Year, like Devin Williams or something. Or they trade for like Jordan Hicks or something from the Cardinals who haven't pitched since April of 2019. Because, he had to have Tommy John, and then he sat out 2020 because he was at high risk for COVID because he's a type 1 diabetic. So he had not pitched since April. By the time the season started, the season's supposed to start April 1st. So that'd be 2 years. But he's a dang good pitcher. So, do you trade for Jordan Hicks? That's just the first guy I thought of. Do you trade for... I'm just trying to think of people now. Nick Anderson. He blew the World Series game. Did the Rays want to part way with him? Are they gonna try to work with him? Do they trade for do you try to trade for an Adam Ottavino? They already gave up on Tommy Kahnle. I think he was a free agent, and he's gonna have Tommy John. So the Dodgers signed him on a 2-year contract. And then, Zach Britton, you want to trade for Zach Britton? You want to trade for... who else are some good relievers in the game? I'm just thinking around the league now really quickly. Lugo, you want to trade for Seth Lugo? I don't even know how those deals would work out. But they need to do something. They even need to sign, trade, or be complete garbage and have the Marlins finish above them in the division for the 2nd year in a row. I was going to say for the first time in a while, but they finished above them last year and made the playoffs. The Braves are obviously better than the Phillies. The Marlins, if they just keep doing what they're doing, are going to be better than the Phillies right now. The Mets are making improvements. The Nationals, I think last 2020 was a fluke season, and Scherzer's going to be back. Strasburg going to be amazing. Carter Kieboom going to be 1 year older. Soto's getting even better. So I think they're going to be better. So that just leaves the Phillies at the bottom. So what are you going to do, Philadelphia? You're going to suck for 2021? Or you have to make a move. You have to step up for a second. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. We'll see you guys tomorrow with another baseball video. And check out all the other videos going up all across the channel. Okay? Got ranking. You're into music. We got that. In the baseball, there's plenty of that. And see you guys in another video. And just like baseball, 3 strikes, I'm out.